Welcome to KoeChingNow. Stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're going to get it. KoeChingNow is a 3-part system, so to speak. KoeChingNow. Ko being mentorship, Ching being multi-sources, and now being mindset. So the word Ko is the name of an individual who I connect or relate to in regards to how he speaks, what he does, and how he presents himself and his work. Writer, philosopher, health guy. The bulk of his conversation addressing the audience, like his content in philosophy, in writing, and just the gold mine that he delivers all the time. Just it's a plethora, a multitude of like high value, how to do this step by step by step, right? And so specifically for me, I connected with this guy. I'm like, man, I love what he puts out. So from there, I'm like, okay, we've got mentorship. And then the Ching is an Asian word translated as like to weave together. Like words and languages and cultures do, they have multiple meanings. Ching is, in my research, it does mean like to weave together. It also references and mentions scripture. So I haven't done the heavy, hardcore dive in. Like, I want to speak with some Asians who know this word. That will be cool, right? Do that interview. So scripture, from the scriptures, scripture meaning just at the surface level of it, right? Taking the word at the surface level, scripture, stories, wisdom, experiences for the living of a wise life, right? It has instructions and details, guides, this, that, the other, this. So different scriptures from different sources, different places, different people coming together, like weaving it. It's like adopting this and adapting to that and coming in, right? So this is the multi-sources. So we've got mentorship, multi-sources, and the now is the mindset, right? Because all we have is now. So taking mentorship, the sources where we're pulling information from and putting into practice, training and all, and then bringing in the mindset, staying with it. And as far as mentorship go, the word mentorship, not necessarily does it have to be a person. It can be like a subject, like a thing, an action. It can be a noun, which a person is a noun. Yet oftentimes we think, oh, a mentor, who's your mentor? This is my mentor, that mentor. We can apply it to more than just a person, right? So we have mentorship, multi-sources, and mindset. And we've got the backstory on KoeChingNow. So yes, it is a play on words, and that is how it came about, though. It came about serendipitously. It comes together. I'm a wordsmith. I love words. I love writing, right? KoeChingNow is more than words and writing, right? It's simple, see simple, start simple, you know, and with a simple action, there's a result, another action shows up. One action leads to another action, right? So what we're looking at here on this channel, right? So this video right here is going direct to YouTube. I'm going to put it up, and this is the introduction. Like this is the long form video that's on YouTube, right? And so I just did a live broadcast from Substack explaining the environment and the ecosystem of KoeChingNow, right? To recap what I was saying on there is that your house is an environment. Like the entire house is your house, the environment of your house. And within your house, you have ecosystems. The kitchen is an ecosystem. Your bedroom, an ecosystem. Bathroom, an ecosystem. And within each of these ecosystems, specific things happen. In your kitchen, fridge, food, stove, cook the food, take the cooked food over to the table and consume, eat it. The kitchen is a very specific ecosystem. So as your kitchen is, so too are the multiple channels on YouTube specifically. Now they will be going out the videos and such on other social media platforms. So we'll say the dozen or so YouTube channels that I have created are in the works to be worked in to the environment of KoeChingNow. Each one of these channels has a specific flavor, has a specific theme, topic, or a playing field. And so each one of these channels is an ecosystem that plays into the bigger picture of KoeChingNow as an environment. So we have this network that we have access to these different ecosystems, this network of ecosystems. And when we connect to these ecosystems via like visually, watching it, looking, we're listening to it, we have the audio, and there's the written form. So with the YouTube channels, all connecting to, or we could say Substack as of now, as of this recording, publication, broadcasting, right, production. Looking at Substack is kind of like you are here. We start at Substack. Yeah, we can come in all different ways. So not to confuse, yet to contribute to you now. So it's clear what I'm saying and how the environment and the ecosystems within the environment of KoeChingNow pertain to you specifically, right? So you may be someone who does like to watch video, see people, see action, see things happening. You're a visual learner, so we have video, and then taking this video, taking the audio, and putting this into a podcast, and we've got the audio. So just listening to it, whether you're walking, working out, driving, some people like to listen. And then with the articles, the written articles, that's reading. And then images on there, we'll be looking at the images, right? So there are things to you, there are things that are important to you, that you care about. And there may be some things that are important to you and you care about that you're not even thinking about on a day-to-day basis, yet they are there. Or maybe there are things, subjects, situations, people that you know are important, you know you care about them, yet you don't want to talk about it. You don't want to address or engage with this, yet you know it's important. This platform addresses these topics. And more importantly, if it doesn't, discussion, request, comment, conversation. Hey, what about covering this topic or whatever? Let's have a discussion around this. So the library, the KoeChingNow library. And remember, this is mentorship, multi-sources, mindset, and people, you watching right now, as far as who you would choose or who you have now as a mentor and where you get your resources, it's going to be different than where I get mine, right? So coming together, there's conversation, there can be collaboration, and whether it's intentional or not, there's going to be. It's a byproduct. So through, the various channels, I say half a dozen, the dozen channels, or we'll say, the dozen themes and topics, I'm beginning with the content and putting it out to get the conversation started. If these are areas that are of interest to me, and many of the areas are just like general, right? They're general areas: health, relationships, communication, on and such, passions, hobbies, fun. What do you do for entertainment? What do you do for fun? So starting the conversation off with what I enjoy, and then working in to the conversation as a greater whole, a bigger community. So you yourself are an ecosystem. I'm an ecosystem. We bring these ecosystems together and we add to the environment, right? So information, education, entertainment, and opportunity. So there you have it, folks. KoeChingNow. Stay focused, stay in action, stay out of your head. We're going to get it. So if you haven't already, subscribe. So yes, here on YouTube, and head on over to Substack. Subscribe on Substack. In fact, become a paid member, a paid subscriber, and let's really kick off the conversation in such a way that real conversation is happening, and the contribution that comes from this conversation is evolving, or say growing. It is it's growing, it's building. It's this library of access. And why this is important to me, and you may hear something in this for yourself, is that, so today it's May 7th, 2026, and this artificial intelligence has been around for a long time, yet it's definitely reached, the tipping point. It's been out in the mainstream public for a few years now, and it's not going away, right? So having real humans who you can relate to, who you can converse with, who you know, who you like, who you trust, who are sharing information, who are, through dialogue, conversation, curiousness, pure curiosity, creating a library of works, information, education, and entertainment. And out of this comes, opportunities. In fact, this is the opportunity, right? So thanks for listening to me. Thanks for watching. However you're consuming this right now, you could actually be reading it. So thanks for stopping in at Coaching Now, and why not stay around? Why not stay around? Let's have a conversation. Thanks again. Make a good one. Make a great one. Make it fabulous. Yet remember, stay focused, stay in action, and stay out of your head. We're going to get it.